Yo, Smell from Holla Direct TV, Holla Direct Apparel, 8 and Skate. What are you guys working on? What are we working on? Converting this Epson EcoTank 2850 inkjet printer into a dye sublimation printer. For those of you that are new here, I'd like to thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Please consider subscribing. For those of you that have been with me for quite some time, I'd like to thank you for returning to my YouTube channel. I couldn't have done this without you. Please like, comment down below, subscribe, and hit the bell for the notifications. And share this video if you're feeling the content. Now, previously, I've always used my sawgrass for sublimation. This is ready to go out of the box, sublimating. There's no converting. This is strictly made for dye sublimation. However, I've been having problems with refillable cartridges. As you can see in my previous video, it worked fine. But ever since then, I've been having trouble for about a week now trying to get the Sawgrass Print Manager software to open, and it's just not opening up for me. So with that being said, I have businesses to run. I got to get this out of here and lean towards something more dependable. So I turned to Epson. You can make copies. It's Wi-Fi compatible, Wi-Fi ready, mobile printing from your phone. I've seen a lot of people convert these printers. I've always wanted to do it. I should have done this from the start, but new days, new beginnings. These are extremely hard to find right now. I was lucky enough to get online and find this at officesupply.com. Now, this sublimation ink had good reviews on Amazon, so that's what I went with. Let's open the box and see what we have in here. Got your setup instructions as well as your hardware CD. Stow this to the side. Don't put it too far away or somewhere you can't find it. You're gonna need it. All right, guys, so your printer is in this bag. So in this bag is your printer. We'll get to that in just a second. I'll bring you over here for a minute. Out of the box, you get your printer, your cord with your plug, your instruction booklet, as well as your CD for your hardware, and your ink. Now, if you're using this as an everyday office printer, inkjet, you're fine to use these. However, if you're using this printer for dye sublimation, you don't want to use these inks. You absolutely do not want to put these in your printer, or else you're gonna have to get a whole new printer. For that, you want to just put in sublimation ink, because these are two completely different inks. This is a pigment ink and this is a dye. However, what you want to do is change out these inks. You want to keep these bottles, so you want to empty these out into other storage containers and do whatever you want with that inkjet ink, but you want to keep the bottles to refill the tanks on your printer. You want to empty these out and fill them with the sublimation ink. Well, actually, now that this is out of the box, I'm looking at this. This looks like it's ready to go. Yeah, hold on, let me look further into this. We might not have to even change these out. All right, never mind. This is clearly not the same opening. Hold that thought. Sidebar, before I get this printer up here, I wanted to tell you guys, when you go on Amazon or eBay or any other site you get your ink from, you want to make sure that your sublimation ink matches the printer that you're getting. This is EcoTank ink. They also have ink for Sawgrass or any other printer brand, but you want to make sure, down to the specific model, I made sure that this ink will work. That way I don't have any problems or any other reasons to slow down production. So you want to make sure you're getting the right ink for your printer. I want to set you guys off on the right foot. All right, here it is, y'all. Y'all want to do the honors? Here. Get rid of that. There's our screen. And then I just go through and take off all the blue tape. Make sure you open it. There's probably going to be some blue tape in there as well. Here, back here, and along the side here. You got to lift it up to get off this last little piece of tape in here, and then inspect it thoroughly to make sure there's no more. And there's also a flap right back here for where your paper goes, and there's some more tape back here. All right, now we're good. All right, I'm gonna change these out just to be safe, because I'm looking at the mechanics of this, and we're probably gonna need the original bottles. After all, this printer was made to take the original ink, so they designed these to fit these printers. And the colors are just gonna pop on this printer. Epson is top of the line when it comes to your dark inks. Your black inks are really gonna pop. And the main reason I'm getting rid of that sawgrass is for those ashy blacks. I can't have no ashy blacks when I'm doing sublimation. Can't have my customers coming at me. They deserve more from me, and I want what's best for them. I'm gonna go ahead and empty these out, get them rinsed out thoroughly, and then let them dry. All right, so we got our Epson ink emptied out of these original containers. I placed them in some Ziplocs. I did the best I could. I'll just hold on to those until I free up some other containers or little bottles and put it in there. I'll get it in the hands of someone that could use it. I just don't feel justified in throwing away ink, especially at a magnitude of that much. This stuff is worth money. But anyway, I got these emptied and rinsed out, and I'm just gonna let these dry until the morning, come back and fill in the sublimation ink. All right, so we have our original Epson containers filled with sublimation ink. These three here, it's gonna be a little bit of ink left over, but the black one is gonna be completely empty because this is a bigger bottle. So let's go ahead and take these over to the printer, open it up and get those tanks filled. And so your first color is gonna be black. And I'm guessing something kind of pierces it because you can hear it going in there. You don't have to squeeze it, nothing. Just put it on top of there and you'll hear it start guzzling. I like this technology from Epson, see? Nothing there. All right, so we got our tanks filled up, and I'm gonna go ahead and set this up. This is how you convert the Epson EcoTank printers. And your screen, let me focus in here, it's gonna prompt you to start the initialization. I'm just gonna go ahead and select this button for start. And it's gonna do all that technical stuff, so it's gonna take 10 minutes, but yeah. Basically what this is doing is just getting the ink flowing throughout the printer. Those little tubes that are in there, I don't want to open it and mess anything up, but yeah, you see where it's going. All right, guys, so our initialization is complete. Dye sublimation conversion is 100% ready. I'm gonna go ahead and install this hardware. There you have it. The dye sublimation conversion of the Epson EcoTank printer. It's Mel from Holla Direct TV, Holla Direct Apparel. What are you working on?